Hey, everybody. Welcome to Mindset Conversation, episode 2.
Hello, everybody. What's up?
Hey, how's it going, people?
We have a special treat for you this week. We got Howie's face. Please don't let that be any indication how this...
Yeah. He's not representative of Mindset Conversation's image.
If it bothers you, please stay tuned tomorrow for the podcast.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to see any of our faces.
That's right.
But I'm Mike.
And this is Rob. And
I'm
Howie.
Howie.
Yeah, there you go.
And if you remember, Howie was our guest last week. He decided to come on again. This time he's got his own little setup he's pretty proud of. We all got different. Well, Rob doesn't, but I have a different setup this week.
Well, I almost did, but that's a different story. Yeah, that's a different story.
You would have had to set your eyes to a special frame rate to see his face.
The portal to Utah, Lehigh, Utah was not open now.
Amum shabai. Yeah, and as usual, Mike is not here. So let's just give a shout out to Mike. We love you. We're taking donations to hopefully get him Wi-Fi. Go to our Patreon page. But how was everybody's week this week?
Yeah, it was
bad,
good,
actually.
Yeah, mine was good. So what'd you do, Mike?
Nothing exciting.
You know, like every time someone asks me that question, I always draw a blank too. I'm like,
right, exactly. I guess it's a good thing. I mean, because if something bad happened, that wouldn't be a blank. You'd be like, okay, well, my dog died this week or something.
Well, didn't you spend the weekend all by yourself? Like your wife and kid was out of the house.
Yes, that's why I'm smiling. In about 3 more hours, I won't be smiling. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, my wife and my son had to go up north. If you don't know Arizona real well, it's like desert south and like wilderness up north. And my extended family, my in-laws, live up north. So they went to watch the dogs and stuff up there, and they had to go to a party and stuff. So unfortunately, Daddy has to work on Saturday morning. So
yeah,
he has to watch the house.
Yeah, for that half an hour, and you work for half an hour. They're like, oh, I got to stay home.
Hey, it's a very profitable half hour.
So
remember,
what you
it's
do?
not the size of the hour; it's how you use it.
You'd still be wanting though. So what else did you do? So you got your house all by yourself? Like, what did you do besides like? Huh?
I fell asleep in the chair.
Wow, wild and crazy, dude. Wild and crazy.
Dude, I'm gonna be 44. There is no freaking wild and crazy anymore. I did enough wild and crazy. Stick around this podcast long enough, and you'll see what wild and crazy is. I did my share of it.
Sounds like you're really just living in old times, not living today.
Yeah, I live in the past.
You could have said something. You could have said something like, you threw a porno on and like did this or did that.
Why am I going to mention what's given already? Why am I going to mention that? Come on.
Oh man,
that's a given. I beat up my penis like it owed me money.
Dude, there's this. I don't know if I should relate this story. Like,
I think you absolutely should relate this story.
So, remember Daphne? Like, so. Oh shit, mate. I don't know. Never mind. I don't want to say. I forget how public the story is going to be.
You already brought it up. Dude.
Where was this person from? From our school?
No, this is the one that was. I went to Scotland.
Florida? Oh, Scotland.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Oh, never mind. You were there. No, you weren't there, but we were still talking at the time. Maybe not as much.
Scotland?
No, she's just going to school in Scotland.
Okay, I don't remember her, but tell the story. Don't say anything else about her in particular.
No, I actually I don't want to tell the story anymore.
Come on. Why could you do that to the viewers? You bring up something good like that.
Maybe in a little bit. I don't think I feel as comfortable. This is our second podcast, and this is really personal. All right, so never mind. So you're home jerking it raw. So okay.
A lot of cream.
Yeah.
A lot of spam. You know how it goes.
Yeah. So dude, I saw that movie. Ready, Set, Go.
Ready, Set, Go. You mean Ready Player One?
Ready Player One, yes.
Maybe that's what you say when you turn porn on.
Ready, set,
Ready, set, go!
okay. Oh baby.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, it was really cool. I liked
Did you
it.
see all the like?
Loved it. Loved all the references. Loved all the references.
And you had to be our age to really appreciate them.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, I think if you're maybe if you're a little younger than us, like if you're like a real hipster, then you know a lot of that stuff as well. So
maybe.
Howie, did you see it?
No,
Oh, okay.
nah, I didn't.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't like it anyway. It's probably well, you weren't into too much of the video games or that stuff. Although it did deal a lot of references to like 90s culture. So
Yeah. Thank you, Howie, because I fixed it.
I was on that whole time, just me, just like I was like picking my nose.
You know what? It was perfect too, because that whole I don't want to tell this story. It was right on your face.
The whole time it's been on you, Rob.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad I didn't tell the whole story then.
Hey, Rob, remember, it's all about you, buddy.
Yeah, it should be mindset observation.
Observation, baby.
That's right.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, I really didn't. I tend to catch up on sleep when nobody's here.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I mean, Howie knows how it is to have an 8-year-old, but when you have an 8-year-old, they have a lot of energy and everything they say is really important. So, you don't really get a break.
Wait till they're 21.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm going to wait a very long time. I ain't ready for that.
Mine just turned 21 on Monday. Took him out drinking on Tuesday.
Nice. Yeah, tell us a little bit of that.
What's that?
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we started at Applebee's with another buddy of mine. You remember Matt Bulis?
Yeah, I remember.
Sounds familiar for me.
Yeah, it was him and his wife, and we all got together, had dinner, a couple of drinks. Matt bought my son a big bottle of Jack Daniels for his birthday, which is nice.
Cool.
Nice. What better way? Start somebody off as an alcoholic right at 21.
I'm sure he was drinking way before.
I'm sure too. He ordered a Jack and Coke with his dinner. My son did, and apparently they put like a tiny bit of soda, and the rest was Jack.
Yeah.
He took one sip of it. I mean, you just should have seen the look on his face when he's like. He couldn't drink it. My girlfriend had to wind up. She finished it on him.
Okay.
See, when I hear that, I think, wow, I just got my money's worth. Because usually they do the opposite.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're lucky, dude. In Utah, they are really bad with the liquor levels, like the alcohol levels.
Yeah.
It's really bad. They don't. I haven't had a strong drink in like forever. So.
So you haven't had a stiff one in a long time?
No, that's what you said. Oh, actually, wait.
I did say that.
That's what you're. Never mind. I can't spin this. I can't spin it. I'm a little tired right now, so
we'll go with that, my friend.
Yeah.
But so that's cool. So Rob, what did you do?
Well, I saw that movie. For the first time, Kristen, my girlfriend, came over on Wednesday with her dog, and the two dogs met. I was pretty nervous about that, but it was fine. It was great. They got along. The only problem was that like during overnight, like they just kept keeping us up. Like I don't think we slept a lot that night because it was just one dog up, one dog down. My cat was in there somewhere. So, but other than that,
too?
Huh?
You got a cat too?
Yeah. I got a cat. Cat's Socrates. Dog's name's Paige.
That's funny because our cat was Poe, like Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, nice. That's a great name.
She passed away a couple months ago.
Oh, old age?
She was. She had to be. She got down to like 2 pounds wet. She wasn't herself. She was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
So we had to put her down. We're not going to put her through. She was old. We have got more tests, and it's always like a juggling act. Do you do more and like put the animal through that, or you just?
Yeah, I learned that lesson too. So I had fostered a cat it was, I guess you call fostered. My girlfriend, last girlfriend, she kind of just like, we were living together and she just, left the house, and she was just going to get rid of her cat. And I said, wait, just leave it here. At least I have the home. She already knows this place. But eventually she got kidney disease.
Yeah.
And so I was taking care of this cat, like giving her the shots every day.
Wow.
But like, yeah, eventually the cat, like when I picked her up for that one day of shots and like, all right, come on, let's go. She gave it, I moved to the bathroom because that's where I did it. And she just gave this really like sad meow, like a really long meow. And then she just started breathing heavy and just passed away basically in my arms.
Wow.
But that's when I realized, like, I think that was me keeping her going through that, like, made me like that at that point made me realize that it was really for me. Like, I didn't want her to see her die, but she was already suffering. So
that's the hardest part about having an animal, is that
Yeah.
you're the one who has to make that decision. And you get to that point, is it for me or is it for them?
Right.
And it's never easy. I always tell myself too, I'm not getting another animal. And then I get another animal.
Right.
So, I don't think we'd get another cat though. I'm done with cats.
Yeah, same here with Socrates. After Socrates, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have a cat anymore. So,
yeah,
I think
we'd have
I'll
10 dogs if we had the room.
What was that, Howie?
I said eventually I think I'll wind up getting a dog. I'm done with cats too.
Oh yeah, you've had cats all your life. Like I remember when we met for a long time ago, you had cats.
Yeah, I had this one cat named Cindy. I had her. She lived to be 18 years old. I came home from work one day and she was breathing lethargically, and by like 9 o'clock that night, she died right on my living room floor.
Oh wow, that sucks.
Yeah, it did suck because I raised her from a kitten.
So it was just old age, right? It wasn't like there was other. You don't know anything else that was going on with her.
As far as I know, she was always healthy. When I took her to the vet, she always had a clean bill of health. But she was 18 years old.
It's time, yeah. It's time.
But she lived a good life.
Good, yeah.
Well, I hope we brought everybody down with our. Don't say that we can't be serious on it, even though we were talking about stupid shit last week. Come on.
Yeah.
This is what you're going to get here. A little bit of everything.
Well, last week, I love that clip from last week, how he was telling that story about his girlfriend. And you're like, and she moved to Oklahoma all sad, like, and you're like, oh, Oklahoma.
Check those clips out on YouTube, everybody. Yeah. We consider it kind of like the best of.
I hope one of those like tornadoes comes through and like drops a house on her or something.
And then somebody gets her ruby red slippers.
That's right.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's go on to something a little bit lighter. Okay. Can somebody please explain to me why they brought the Jersey Shore back, please?
Oh, I know. You know what? It was a train wreck. Well, it was like smutty from
a watchable train wreck, though. I mean,
I can give you a lot of dead presidents reasons.
Oh yeah, sure, right.
It's all about the Benjamins.
But like, there has to be something behind those, right? Like the MTV has to have some sort of reason to give that money to them, right?
Well, you mean NMTV?
Huh?
NMTV. It's non-music television.
That's true. That's true. It's no longer music there for a long time now.
It's just TV.
What is that?
It's just TV now.
Or smut TV, really. Because
because
I watched 20 minutes of that show of Jersey Shore Family Vacation, and like even on the commercials for the other shows, like it was just all smut. So, and we just lost Howie's feed.
We got the other bald guy now.
Hold on, I'm still with you. I hear you.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, so think about it. What do they promote on MTV?
It's all sex.
Young, being I don't know if fornicator is the right word, but having sex with lots of different partners.
Yeah, right.
And that's cool.
Yeah, being really promiscuous
and having no thoughts about afterwards. You know, it's okay. But then people get really weird about other things. They're like, we can't have any of that. But this is fine.
I'm not sure what they're
with that.
I'm not sure what their demographic is though. Is it 20s maybe? 18 through 29.
I think it's 16 through 25, dude.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, if it's I'm pregnant at 16.
Yeah. Right. It's got to be younger, right?
Right. And they have a lot of younger people on it. You don't see a show about, well, aside from Family Vacation, you don't see people our age on a show on TV.
Yeah, but that's I understand why they tried to bring back Jersey Shore, well, at least for this one. I'm not sure if it's going to be a continuing thing, but like this, at least for Family Vacation, like they would anyone really know them now?
Well, some of them never left.
I mean, were they still? I mean, like I don't really see them in the news. Other than
that one girl, JWoww, is still on a show of her own. Don't ask me what it is because I don't watch it.
Is it on MTV?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But she was still on a show. Snooki and her were on a show together for a while after Jersey Shore stopped.
Yeah, but that was still a long time ago, though, right? That's what it has to be like
3 or 4 seasons. That show.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe I just didn't watch it. Yeah.
Because you have intelligence, dude. I mean, I don't mind some stupid stuff, but and then I'm like, oh, Family Vacation. Does that mean like, because a lot of them are married now. Some of them have kids or kids on the way. I'm like, does that mean they're going to like all get together and go on a vacation with their families? That would be something different at least.
Right.
But
see how they.
I saw a clip and it's the same crap.
Yeah.
It's
like,
like,
did you see the show? Did you see?
I don't have cable. So
you didn't? Okay.
I tried finding it, and I was not spending $2.99 on iTunes for that. They're not getting my money.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's you didn't miss much. I watched only 20 minutes, and I couldn't stand it. I had to watch something else. Right. Like I told Kristen, I'm like, I have to watch this. She was making fun of me for having to watch it for the podcast. And after 20 minutes, I was like, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. When they brought after Snooki, they were filming Snooki trying to eat this huge pickle. Yeah. Shove it down her mouth, and
like that's something new. Like she hasn't ever done that before.
Yeah, and then they brought out one of those real sex dolls. Did you ever see those? It's not just a sex doll, but it's like looks realistic.
You know what, Howie? Show us yours so people get an idea of what it looks like. But yeah, it's. So basically, I missed nothing, and it's exactly what I thought it all would be. Is what you're telling me.
Yep. Exactly. Anything you thought it would be like, as in terms of like, when the last time you remember watching it,
it's the same thing.
The same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just they're older.
But yeah, I go on social media and I got, oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait. They're back. I'm like, really? Like,
that's the thing with social media. There's a lot of astroturfing as well. So that's just MTV hiring a bunch of people to make.
Yeah, not if they're my family though, dude.
Oh, they eventually got it through your family, right? Your family, someone from you that followed somebody else who followed somebody else that's really interested in this and says, hey, look at this, And
again, I was interested just to see what they were gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, okay, where are you going with this? Is it going to be the same thing? Are you going a different angle? Oh, we're older. We're different. We've grown. We're the same, but we've grown a little bit. Nope. No. Same crap.
The only thing that... Go ahead, Howie.
I was going to say, I never watched Jersey Shore the first time it was on the air.
No?
No. I never liked any of that MTV garbage. I think I stopped watching all that stuff when they used to have that game show called Remote Control. Back in the late 80s.
Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah. Who's that girl? Kari? I only remember the girl. She was hot.
I stopped watching music on TV when Vaudeville went out.
Wasn't there 2 girls from that show?
There was 2. I don't remember the other one though.
Yeah, I don't either.
Marisol, I think her name was.
She was the first one or second one?
I think she was the first one.
Okay, that's why I kind of
Marisol. I think
you're right. Right.
Because Carrie was the show ended with her on it.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So. Yeah.
That was a good game show. I like that. And besides, I mean, like, it was fun. It wasn't just because Kari was there. Like, it was just fun as well.
It wasn't a bad show.
Yeah.
Keith Olbermann, right?
Right.
It wasn't a bad, and then that's where Sandler got his start.
That's right.
I miss that MTV. I didn't even mind TRL. I didn't mind all that. Headbangers Ball was on. Like, MTV was awesome back then.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they had a little bit of reality, like Spring Break. Okay, they had some shows based off of Spring Break and things like that, but they really, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? Remember, Kristen and I just brought this up. Remember Real World?
Of course, I remember.
Yeah, that's see that I watched the first season of that. That was not bad. I actually like that. But yeah, that's like typical MTV thing, though. I think that was still, at least MTV was watchable at that point. So
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you what the hell's on MTV these days.
yeah, but hold on. But yeah, yeah. So I guess another thing why I guess I'm so I don't know. I guess frustrated or agitated from the Jersey Shore was because, like, I feel like people look at Jersey Shore and they think it's representative of New Jersey people. Like, some of those people are not even from Jersey.
Yeah. Right. That's it. They're from Long Island, Staten Island.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
you hear all the people that actually live down there. It goes, oh, he's get these bennies off the TV and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. But you know, at the same time, it put Jersey on the map, but just in a really bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gave Seaside Heights a pretty bad name because they think that the whole entire strip is like that, and it's not.
And it made it crazy down there too. Like, if you went down, it was nuts. Like, they had the whole area in front of that house like blocked off and stuff, and because I drove, obviously it's right there on the boardwalk. So if you go down to Seaside, it's right there. You can't help but miss it. And it's not actually that big of a house.
Nah.
As far as width, it's long, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? It's long ways. Because
I definitely know what that means.
You know, it's long ways.
I totally agree with you that, like, I totally understand.
It's not about the length, dude.
No, it's about the width as well.
Yeah. I would say more girth of the house than the length.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I could definitely relate to that.
Right. And the funny part was, even when they started working at that store, like later on, that store was right underneath their house on the boardwalk. It was like right there. Like, was not far from it. I think it was either close. I don't remember exactly. It might have been down a little bit, but anyway, it made it miserable down there. I didn't love Seaside. I liked Wildwood.
Well, I was about to say Wildwood's a lot better than Seaside. I think Seaside was closer to us. That's why.
Yeah, it was an hour and something difference.
Right.
Wildwood was cool. My girlfriend is from Barnegat area, and it's down by LBI. And it's nice down there too.
LBI is beautiful.
It's not much, LBI doesn't have as much to do with Seaside or Wildwood, but it's still really nice.
Oh, it's rocking if you're over 80.
Yeah.
It's like it's nonstop action when you like got to wear a diaper.
Well, the only thing that LBI has is the lighthouse, the Barnegat Light, and then it's got the beach, and then it's got Fantasy Island. That's pretty much it.
Did you like Fantasy Island, Howie?
Not really.
Did you like the midget?
Was there? It's a little person, right?
Little person. Sorry, my bad. Although speaking of shows, I do like watching Little Women LA.
Oh my gosh, I had to stop because I got addicted to it. I couldn't stop watching it.
I don't know. I think it's just interesting. It's very interesting. Not because just because they deal with a lot of things that we don't, granted it's a reality show. They cater to that kind of thing, right? But just in general, it's like interesting how there's like little people like to, concerns that they have or things they have to live with, right? So
It's like they're little and they have concerns.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm used to talking to someone face to face, not face to kneecap. Yeah, so
Well, yeah, and it's like it's kind of hard. Like I know when I sometimes talk to kids, right? I bend, I take a knee, right? Just because I just want them to see eye level, right? Like, am I supposed to do that with like little people? No, because they'll think you're catering to them, right?
Well, that goes into the whole PC thing.
Well, you could also pick them up and hold them like a 2-year-old.
Yeah, Howie, I don't think they got to be picked up so you can look at them in the face.
Yeah,
I think that would be a bad idea. But yeah, I love that show. I mean, I actually had a small crush on that one.
Which one?
The blonde.
Yeah, I was about to say the blonde one. Yeah.
Just a small crush, right?
It was a little crush. It wasn't a big one.
I think I remember, if I remember correctly, back in the day, you did mention you had a thing for little people.
Oh, I love little people.
Yeah.
I love, I watched, if there's a show about little people, I watch it.
Yeah, right.
Like Little People, Big World. I was like,
oh, I remember that. Yeah.
It's still on, dude.
Is it still on?
Dude, they've all had kids now and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
I still remember when I first saw the advertisement, I was like, now my life is complete. But yeah, I've always loved that. There's Little People, Big World. There's the Little Johnsons. There's Little Women of LA. I think they even made a Little Women of New York.
Yes.
I don't watch any of that.
No?
No, I don't watch any reality TV.
You just watch Little Howie of your pants.
It's all,
yeah. You get to see a little thing every day.
it's all scripted.
Or he doesn't see it.
Pay-per-view I'm going to watch tonight.
What? What was that, Howie?
I said it's all scripted. Just like that pay-per-view I'm going to watch later tonight.
Right, exactly. You know what? Howie's penis is like Amelia Earhart. It hasn't been seen in like 50 years.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
But anyway,
it was seen back in February. It just said 6 more weeks of winter.
It went inside out, right?
Yeah.
But hey, Rob, speaking of Jersey, I mean, I'm sure we all have our Jersey Shore stories,
right?
In one way or another.
I don't think
you used to go down the shore, right? Good talk, Hal.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess not.
I thought you were talking to Rob.
It was like that scene from the Three Stooges when somebody would say Niagara Falls. It's like Niagara Falls. Ever see that clip?
No.
Yeah. You know what? Somebody watching this probably knows it, and they are laughing right now.
Yeah, probably like people
viewers.
are 90.
That's right.
Yeah.
2 viewers is better than none. It's okay.
Hey, do we have any viewers?
Yeah, you watching it now.
Yeah. Huh?
Besides us, nobody yet.
Right now.
I'm not even watching it right now, so I try not to look at our live because it's delayed a little bit. So I try not to look at our own feed while we're doing this.
Rob doesn't want to get discouraged while he's working.
That's right.
It's a son of a bitch.
No, I see it. It's about a minute behind the actual live.
Yeah.
The live thing.
Go ahead, Mike. Are you gonna go into spiel or how internet and the YouTube live?
Let me explain how internet works. There's fiber cables that go underground.
There's these things called computers and the internet.
Is this where we should put in a scene from Willy Wonka where my TV explains how the TV signal happens? You go down into a million pieces and then you put together back on your TV.
Just to let our listeners know that are just joining us this podcast. Last podcast, Mike went into some 5-minute explanation to Howie on how YouTube and the internet works, and we're all like, yep, sure, okay.
It was a tirade, all right. What do you want? Now everybody wants to start a channel could know.
Yeah.
You too could someday have 1 viewer. Just do what we do. But yeah, well, as far as stories go down the shore, I have plenty of them. I don't have many with you guys. I have one with Rob.
Oh wait, we did?
Yeah.
Which? Oh! That one. Okay, gotcha.
That
Well,
one
that
story.
few. I don't think. Well, say which one of them. Just one of them, if you have it. What story were you thinking of?
Well, this wasn't. Oh, it was technically down the shore, but it was Atlantic City,
Okay.
and it was me, Rob, obviously, and two other friends. We don't have. Well, we can name one Pug because nobody will know who that is.
Right. What you name him Pug? Why was his name Pug?
I didn't give him that name, but before I had met him, people said he looked pug ugly. So
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I can't remember if that was the case. I just forgot.
Yeah. So and one other guy, Mama Luke, we'll call him because that's what I used to call him.
All right, that's his code name. Okay,
Mama Luke. Mama Luke. That's a new show on Nickelodeon. Codename Mama Luke. So it was me, Rob, Mama Luke, and Pug. We went down the shore. My dad at the time, I don't know if you guys, you know where Brigantine is, Howie. You know where Brigantine is?
I've never been there, but I know where it is.
It's a little island right by Atlantic City.
Right.
If you ever went to Harrah's, the casino, it's not on the boardwalk. It's off the boardwalk. It's that bridge in between Harrah's and I think it was Trump Marina on the other side. There was a bridge went over onto the island of Brigantine. And he had a condo there, and all of us stayed there. And we decided to go take on the boardwalk one night. So we drove down to the boardwalk, and there was this club. Couldn't tell you the name of it. Don't remember. But it was literally because every few amount of space, there was a way to get off the boardwalk onto the street.
Right.
So there was a break in the boardwalk. So this was right at one of the breaks. The door was on the way down the slope to get off the boardwalk, and the door was right there. I remember it being purple. That I remember, like the building was purple on the outside.
Yeah, I don't even remember, to tell you the truth.
Well, you had drank quite a bit that night too, my friend. So we went there and we walked in, and I mean, it wasn't like we walked in and the record scratched and everybody's like, "Who are these guys?" Oh man, we walked in, kind of stood off to the side, and then Mama Luke disappeared on us. So it was just the three of us, and I don't know if I said it to Pug or you, Rob. I was like, "Where did he go? Like, where is he?" And he totally disappeared on us.
That's right.
Next thing I know, I look across the bar because it was this like big bar in the center, and then off to the back was a dance floor. I look, all of a sudden I see him walking by with a smile on his face with two purses in his hand following two girls. I'm like, what the hell? So as soon as I saw that, I was like, I slithered right over. I'm like, I'm jumping right into this. I'm taking advantage.
Mind you, all right, so to our listeners, Mama Luke is married at this point in time too, right?
Of course.
Yeah. So
he's been married for quite a while. He didn't have his son yet, but he was married at the time.
Right. So yeah, and then you slid up.
I slid right up. Like they went up to the bar and I saw them standing at the bar. I walked all the way around and I literally, like it was out of a movie. It was like nobody was there. And I was just like,
no. So to people in the podcast, I don't think could see that, but he slithered up like a little snake, like with his like, hello there.
Yeah, out of nowhere, just slithered up. I was like, hey, and he introduced me. This is blah 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 blah. Yeah. And they're like, you guys want a drink? I'm like, wow, this is interesting. I don't usually get drinks bought for me by girls, so they bought me and Mama Luke a drink. And we're like, woo! And sorry to say, I totally
how hot were they? Like scale 1 to 10, how hot?
I'd say 7 or 8 at least.
Nice. Okay. All right.
Blondes, 2 blonde girls. And there's like a short one and a taller one.
Okay.
That's all I remember. I couldn't give you more of a description than that. They were blonde, one short, one tall, about a 7 or an 8. And not to say anything bad about you, Rob, but I forgot you were there at that point.
It's fine.
I totally forgot. So I'm talking and we're like, yeah, thinking I'm going to have a good time and everything. And then I just happen to go like this and turn and I see Pug like this.
And he like what? So he's like had the scowly face on, like just giving you the evil eye.
Like he just sucked a lemon out of a horse's ass, basically. And I mean, and Rob was just kind of there because he had been drinking. Yeah,
I was drinking. I was having a good time. I actually saw like, you know, obviously there's lots of good women, good-looking women there, and there's. I just remember seeing like a couple of them like just dancing on the upper level. And without any underwear, which is
he was sightseeing.
Yeah, I was sightseeing. I was
So next thing we know, we're like, so what are you guys doing? It wasn't a long time. I'd say about 20 minutes or so from when I slithered up. And they're like, so what do you guys want to do? And we're like, oh, we don't know. We're just hanging out and stuff. We're like, well, we're going over to Caesars. You guys want to come? And we're like, oh, sure. That sounds awesome. Then they're like, well, you can come in our car. And we're like, yeah, but we have friends.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
So I was like, yeah, but we can meet you there. As soon as I said that, I knew it was done. I knew it was over. I knew nothing was going to happen.
For me, I wouldn't care. Like, I would be happy for you. Like, just as long as I knew and you just didn't ghost me. Like, you just didn't laugh. You just didn't leave.
Right. If I said, look, I don't know where I'm going to be. Here's a key to the house. If you want to get back.
Exactly. But
not Pug.
Yeah.
No, I don't know if he was pissed because we were maybe going to get lucky, if he, or what it was. But
I did think. I mean, Mama Luke did.
You never do good with the FBI, bro.
He loved you. Like, he was like, you and him were like, to him, you and him were like best buds, and no one else existed, and no one could be friends with you.
Right. And
so
kill them in their sleep.
Well, yeah, that's why I thought it's probably on purpose that he just brought two girls, like specifically two girls, not just one for himself or more, because he wanted specifically for you to hang out with those guys. So
he was like in the old cartoon, the old Bugs Bunny cartoon, where like the one dog be walking and it'd be like, "Hey, Spike!
Yeah, right, exactly.
So anyway, needless to say, I'm going to wrap this story up. We went to Caesars, and it was a no-show. So it got ruined. So
yeah, we'll go more into that story.
If you get lucky, screw your friends. That's the moral of the story.
That's right.
Hoes before bros, as they say.
All right. Well, so let's see. We're kind of running short on time here, so let's go to Howie and let's move to our ending. Like, Howie, I think this is the part, Mike. This is the part we're going to do our rants, or.
Well, I think Howie wanted to give a little update. We're going to have a little sports corner with Howie real quick.
All right.
Because we've been talking our asses off for the last 2 months. So let's give Howie a little update. He's going to give a little update on, I believe it's WrestleMania today, right, Hal?
Yes, it is.
And none of us watch wrestling, but we were big wrestling back when it was good.
That's right.
We watched it when it actually wasn't like ridiculous, but
when it wasn't totally stupid like it is today.
Right, exactly. So Howard, give us a little update on WrestleMania, and we'll interject our stupid shit and maybe a little bit on baseball. Make sure you mention the Mets are doing really well right now, and take it away, Hal.
Well, we got let's see, WrestleMania 34 tonight. It's from New Orleans. Should be a 5-hour snooze fest with all predictable stuff. But
who's the main event? What's the main event?
The main event is Roman Reigns against Brock Lesnar for the WWE Universal Championship.
Hey, at least I know Brock Lesnar. I don't know that.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah. And now they have more belts than they do tighty whities they wear.
More belts. Ronda Rousey makes her WWE debut tonight.
Oh, she's in wrestling now? Wow.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
And you know what? I was very pissed when she was wearing that Roddy Piper shirt that said Hot Rod on it. That's some bullshit. That guy is dead. That's disrespect. I don't care if WWE owns those rights. That's screwed up, in my opinion, dude. She is no Roddy Piper, bro.
So, the main event, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. For the WWE Championship, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
AJ Styles? Wasn't he like in ECW?
He used to be in TNA many years ago.
Because I'm thinking of the interviewer. Wasn't his name AJ Styles in ECW?
I don't know if he was in. He might have been in ECW.
I don't remember. That's too many years ago. I don't remember.
A lot of years ago. Then there's a mixed tag match. Ronda Rousey teaming with Kurt Angle tonight versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H.
I got to tell you a story when Howie's done about an ECW live match with Mama Luke. I got to tell you real quick.
John Cena is trying to call out The Undertaker tonight, which might be The Undertaker's final match, which I don't know how.
Like the other 37 he did, sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think it's really time for him to hang it up. So,
Dude, he did this big whole thing where he put his hat on the ring and he ended it all and walked out and everything. It was like next week it's like, I'm back.
yeah.
Well, what they're saying with the rumor tonight is maybe remember, I don't know if you watched it, like say 10, 15 years ago, he came out with this biker gimmick. He used to ride a motorcycle
I remember
down.
Yep.
A lot of people are thinking that that's how he's going to come out tonight, being that last year he retired a dead man gimmick, and maybe perhaps he'll be coming down with the biker gimmick tonight.
It's just a cycle. Then he just recycles everything. Then.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the dead man character pretty much went as far as it could possibly go, and then some. And
yeah,
I think he just wants one more heyday before he calls it a career.
Yeah,
Well, he
but,
should just call it a career.
Who cares about that, I guess, right?
Tell him to move on like Cena did in The Rock and go do some movies.
Yeah. They got the SmackDown Women's Championship tonight. Charlotte Flair, the daughter of the Nature Boy.
Woo!
Uka. The Raw's Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax.
Real quick, if you guys want to have a good time, follow Ric Flair on Facebook. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Go ahead, Howie. I just had to say that.
Oh, Ric Flair is the man. He's awesome.
Yeah, he is.
And you got Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And then
my son is wrestling?
What's that?
No, nothing. Go ahead.
Then you got the Intercontinental Championship. The Miz, the champion, defending in a three-way match against Seth Rollins and Finn Balor.
You're losing me. I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be talking Japanese, like I wouldn't know.
Got the United States Championship, Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal versus Rusev.
And then the Little Furry Championship, you have Shandor versus Chindao.
Yeah, no kidding. There's like so many championships. I'm reading down the list here. You got the SmackDown Championship, the Usos versus the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers.
The Usos versus the New Days. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. It sounds like I remember like pay-per-views, like even the undercards were like great.
Yeah, I remember that too.
It's snooze fest, dude.
It's like every match tonight is like a title match, except for maybe two matches.
And that takes away from it.
You got the Raw Tag Team Championship, the Bar versus Braun Strowman and his partners to be determined. So I guess one of those surprise entrances, sort of. And then the Cruiserweight Championship, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali. That's the kickoff show. I have no idea who these two people are.
It's great. We don't either.
Then they really must be nobody. Now we don't even know who they are.
Then they got the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, which is also part of the kickoff show. The winner will receive a trophy and not much else.
They receive a piece of Andre the Giant's hair.
Yeah. The participants include Kane, Dolph Ziggler, Matt Hardy, Baron Corbin, Mojo Rawley, Elias, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, R-Truth, Sin Cara, Titus O'Neil, Apollo, Tyler Breeze, Fandango, Ty Dillinger, Scott Dawson, Goldust, Heath Slater, Rhino, Zack Ryder, Primo Colin, Shelton Benjamin, Chad Gable, Aiden English, Kurt Hawkins, Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, Mike
Vital.
I don't know how to
That's where he is, right? He's got to prepare for his show.
He's gonna take it
for WrestleMania.
I don't even know who these people are. And then there's a women's battle royal. That's also part of the kickoff show. I think the kickoff show starts at like 5:00 or something.
I think the kickoff show starts now. So by 10:00, then you get to the last match.
Yeah, I think the actual event itself starts at 7 p.m. The actual pay-per-view, and that's.
Let me make sure I clear my schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm busy at that time for sure. Whatever time it is.
I'm sure I can figure something to do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, and that's it for the WrestleMania for tonight. I'm actually pulling up the MLB scores right now.
Well, let's say the fact that the standings right now, that the Mets are 6-1 right now at the top of the NL East. Let's hear it for the Mets,
absolutely.
baby.
They're actually doing very, very well, actually. Right now, before we went live, I said the Yankees were leading like 6-2 or something like that. Well, now we are in the middle of the seventh inning stretch, and the Orioles have a 7-6 lead on the Yankees right now. Tampa Bay is actually throwing some fire on the Red Sox hot streak. The Red Sox also started hot, just like the Mets.
They're 7-1.
Yeah, the score is 7-2 in the middle of the seventh inning right now.
But again, I say this because I got to enjoy it while I can, but it don't mean crap until after the All-Star break. Nothing matters.
Yeah.
And
actually,
nothing else matters.
I think the Mets are playing the Nationals tonight. I believe it's an 8:08 game. I believe that's on ESPN tonight.
Is it?
Yeah, usually it's a Sunday night game, so that's usually it's ESPN. So.
Yeah, 5:08 my time.
Your time, yeah, but out here on the East Coast, it's a little bit later than that.
It's an 8:00 game.
Yeah. So in the American League East, we got the Red Sox, Yankees, Blue Jays, Orioles, and Tampa Bay. The AL Central, you got Minnesota, Chicago White Sox, the Tigers, the Indians, and the Royals. And then the AL West, you got the Astros, the Angels, Mariners, the A's, and the Rangers. National League, yeah, as Mike pointed out, the Mets have a 6-1 record, 857 percentage. They have control of the NL East, and behind them is Atlanta, Washington, Philly, Miami. Speaking of that, did you see the score of that game last night with the Phillies and the Marlins?
No, I missed it. What was it?
20-1 was the score.
Holy crap! Wow.
Philadelphia just destroyed Miami last night. It was unbelievable.
after was like maybe like 10 to whatever, I'll be like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you go ahead.
They must have been launching more balls than Conor McGregor was launching garbage cans.
Then we got the National League Central, led by Pittsburgh, then Milwaukee, Chicago, St. Louis, and Cincinnati. And then to wrap it up for the NL, it's the Diamondbacks, first place in the NL West, followed by San Francisco, Colorado, Los Angeles, Dodgers, and the San Diego Padres. Back to you, Mike.
Excellent. Take it away, Mike. All right. So,
thanks, Howard. So Howie definitely knows his sports. I can tell you that.
So let us know how you liked Howie's little sports corner. And if you don't tell him.
Just make him feel better. It's okay.
Just do this. Just nod. For people that are on YouTube, I'm nodding. Just be a bobblehead from Howie's thing. I remember, if you don't know, go to patreon.com/Mike's Wi-Fi. We'll be taking donations for Mike Vitale's Wi-Fi.
Vital, yeah.
And to get him something above Windows 1. And we're hoping to get him a new phone, because right now he has the iPhone 0. So we're looking to help him with that too. So Patreon/
yeah, we don't have it yet, so
we gotta start a GoFundMe page for him.
Exactly, Kickstarter or something, whatever it takes to help Mike out. But all right, so getting ready to wrap this up. We don't have a name for it yet, but we want to allow anybody who wants to every week to go ahead and go off on a rant of whatever subject they want for a minute, and it doesn't matter what it's about, but it will be timed. So, because you know how tangents can go and rants can go. So I'm going to take the first week because I definitely have something I would like to talk about. So, Rob, you're going to go ahead and.
Yep, I'm going to. Ray, hold on 1 second.
Now, I want you, please, I'm not going to be able to see, but, get you can quietly say 10 seconds.
All right, here you go.
Or whatever.
Ready, set, start.
What is it with people that can't freaking reply to crap? We live in a freaking time where you have 7,000 ways you can communicate with somebody. It's not like it was 100 years ago where some idiot had to get on a freaking horse and drive to your freaking farm to tell you that Joe said he wants some apples from your freaking garden. We live in a time where you have phones, you have iPads, you have computers, and you have 37 different ways on each of those devices to answer somebody. Now, don't tell me that you don't get notifications. Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see the Facebook notification. Then why did you just post on Facebook, you idiot? What do you think? I know how Facebook works. Do you think I don't know how Facebook works? I know how Facebook works. And when you get a notification that some idiot posted that they had salad for lunch and they're feeling strong because they had salad and did 9 hours on the freaking bike, that they have to do that. So here's the thing. Answer people back, no matter what it is.
That was good. That was good.
I feel better now.
You feel better?
Again, yeah, I do. But whoever wants to take it every week again, one rant a week, though, whatever subject you want.
Yeah.
I feel better. That's all I know. I feel like I just got my rocks
number 2.
Yeah.
Mike feels like he just did a number 2.
That's funny. I was about to say he did something else, but okay, he could take a shit too. So
I feel like I just did number 2 while I was eating breakfast and having a nice cup of coffee on the toilet. I was that relaxed.
Wow. Man.
But
all right. Well, that was good. Yeah, I could see that. But maybe we'll save further discussion on that for next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we don't want to. We could easily be on here 4 hours straight talking.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
We may in the future. We actually do a lot of talking behind the scenes. We may actually in the future film clips of us behind the scenes, and let you see a little bit of how this train wreck comes to be, and also just to see, because some funny crap happens when we're playing it out.
I think funnier crap happens and behind the scenes than actually on camera. So
it's crazy. So when we figure out a good way that we want to film that where the levels are good and stuff, because again, none of us live by each other. If we were all by each other, this would be a lot easier. We just get together and do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It'd be like one room and then that would be it.
Right. Exactly. But it's not. So we got to figure out. We don't want it to sound like crap. So. We always would mind comments, like, share, subscribe, please. So people,
that's right.
People can get this out and YouTube will let other people see it, please.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
and,
definitely subscribe and like.
Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I just said, nope, just definitely subscribe, like, follow us. And like you're about to say, follow us on Twitter, on Facebook. And what else we have? Yeah, Instagram. Yep.
Yeah, we're on Reddit too. We will be starting that. I mean, we're on Reddit, but we don't really have a thread going yet. Is that what it's called? Threads?
A subreddit.
Subreddit. Yeah, we don't have one of those yet. We will though. So
I'm actually reading it right on the YouTube broadcast right now. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Apple, and SoundCloud.
Oh, that's for our podcast. Yeah, our podcast will be on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Google Music. So.
Yes, Google Music is usually by Wednesday. They take a little bit longer for some reason, but SoundCloud will probably be tonight.
Right.
And iTunes will probably be tomorrow morning sometime. So if you'd much rather not look at our faces and just listen to us, that would be the way to go. But so anything else you guys want to wrap up with? Nope, that's about it. I think I'll have a rant for next week, but I will save that for next week. All right, cool. Rob's got next week. Right. I love it. We can give out our shout outs from Mike at your businesses. Can you read it out? I'm looking right at it. I'd like to give a shout out to. He's like adjusting his glasses. He's like, yeah, like what? He's like an old man. Let me help you, Howie. That's realisticfitness.com. If you're looking for online training, or if you live in the area in Arizona, I have a studio I train people out of. I'm hoping maybe next week I can include a health tip of the week or something with that, or something along health and fitness related. I can throw in a couple minutes on that. But we'll see in the future. Let me know if you'd like to hear that. I'd be happy to do that and even take questions in the future and answer them and stuff too. I'm sure we'll have at some point if people start asking us questions, we can have a section of answering questions. So yeah, right. But that'd be realisticfitness.com. Check it out. Go ahead, Howie. You can check out Rob at geekspikemedia.com.
That's right. All your photography and video needs. Well, around the Salt Lake area, at least Salt Lake, Utah.
And you can check me out at vanderhofflandscaping.com for all your
blowing needs.
Sorry, how? Go ahead.
No, I was going to wrap it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
I was done.
All right, so check out all those things, please. Please share this. Please get it out to people. It's only going to get better from here. We're still trying to get our feet wet and stuff and see exactly where we want this to go. But it's always going to be a hot mess, but that's what's going to make it good.
Right.
So until next time, everybody.
Take it easy, guys.
Have a great week, everybody.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.